So I just got these in the mail, and this is the University Gold Off-White Nike Air Force One. And I'm telling you right now, I am excited to check this shoe out, break down the styles, cuts, and materials, go over the history and all those fancy things. So let's go ahead and get into it. And if you didn't know by now, my name is DJ, and this is the DNA show. So like typical fashion, we always start with the history first, but we need to get the shoes out the box just to see what they look like on our first impression. So starting with the box, you have your premium Air Force One box. Now typically you're gonna get a gray Air Force One box, but these ones right here, when you get the premium vibes, you got the all white vibe with the slide out lid right here, and then you got your metallic-y force right here on the top with the Air Force One logo here in the middle of the C. Now going to the size tag, it reads Air Force One 07 Off-White University Gold, size 13, just for me, retail 150 bucks, which is gonna be crazy when we talk about price at the end of the video, because I'm telling you right now, these things are hitting for way more. I'm talking about damn near 10 times the value of the retail price. So pulling open the box right here, you have your force paper, and then you got the shoe. Oh, you got the shoe. Okay, first impressions of this sneaker. The materials don't feel bad. I like the colorway. I'm gonna give these, just off of initial impression of the shoe, I'm gonna give these a solid 8.5 out of 10. Now before we start breaking down the materials and everything like that, you know we gotta talk about history, so let's get into that. This shoe in particular is the ICA Off-White Air Force One, but this colorway is directly related to the Boston Art Museum, and that's why they came up with the ICA, because that's the name of the art museum. Now, the ones that we have seen in the past, when it comes to the black ones, the MoMA, or the blue, the MCA, those are also related to art museums in different cities as well. And then you can't forget to mention the original one that looks like this, and that's the Complex Con Off-White Air Force One. I had a chance to buy those for retail. I passed up on them when I had the chance, and I'm still kicking myself to this day, but that's okay though, it's okay. I got these and I'm happy. So when you look at it now, over the past few years, we have seen the white pair, the black pair, the blue pair, and now the yellow pair releasing. And my question is, are they gonna continue to do this with this sneaker? All they're doing is taking the same exact cuts and everything like that and just switching the color and making it all dominate one other color. So I think if they did this for, you know, the Portland Museum, saying that this is the home of Nike, maybe they did an all red version because this is a city of roses. You kind of get where I'm going. I'm not saying that it's gonna happen. I wish that it did. I don't think that it will, but it only makes sense in my eyes, saying that I'm a native of Portland and we're from where the headquarters of Nike is. So I mean, they're willing to do it in other cities, why wouldn't they do it here? But you get where I'm going, right? I think that they potentially have a chance of doing this at other art museums around the country, so we could potentially see other colorways drop over time, and this may not be the last one. Every time there's a new one, we never know that there's a new one coming out until the time happens. So I'm kind of being optimistic here and hoping and thinking that they're gonna do more of these and kind of create a different pack of, you know, different colors. They've done blue, they haven't done green or purple or red, or, you know what I'm saying? So they might have other options for different art museums around the country. So I'm excited to see what Off-White does with that, because honestly, I do look forward to trying to complete this pack. This is actually the first one that I have of the 4, so I'm just getting started, but don't be surprised if you see me getting them over time. So now let's break down the styles, cuts, and materials of this sneaker, and then let's go over the rarity and the price and everything like that a little bit after. Also, 2 shoes that I will be using in today's comparison are going to be your classic all-white Air Force One. We're gonna use this in comparison for styles, cuts, and materials, as well as the styles and cuts and materials of the Off-White Volt Air Force One, because this is the Off-White Air Force One and they had a completely different approach when it comes to materials, the cuts, and how they went about constructing this sneaker. There are some similarities, but definitely a lot of differences. And then obviously this is the base model that everything derived from, so we have to mention this one as well. Starting with the outsole, you have your classic Air Force One outsole, just your all over University Gold vibes. Now going up to the midsole, you have your same color here with your air on the back end of the heel, and then you have a big air here in black with the parentheses around that. Going to the upper, feeling the materials and everything like that, this definitely feels a lot more premium than your typical Air Force One that you would buy for retail when it comes to the all white Air Force One. Hopefully you can see the difference between the cuts a little bit of the shape and overall materials when you see these side by side here with the all white Air Force Ones. Another thing that Off-White is very famous for is the zigzag stitch that we see all around the swoosh right here. You got your metallic silver swoosh and you have your little orange tag hanging off the back end right here on the back side. This gives you that deconstructed, reconstructed type of element to it, that they have the swoosh on there but it's not all the way on there. I do like those elements with the Off-White, but at the same time it's hard to lose when you're just taking a very classic and iconic model and then just adding a small twist to it like that. Now going to the back end of the sneaker, typically you have your end tab right here on the heel and you have your Nike Air, which it is there stitched, but they have another tab that goes actually over it all the way to the top end, compared to your OG style where you just have a thinner tab right here with the leather strip. You can't see the stitching, and then it stops directly underneath the piece of leather that you have right here on the cap on the back end of the heel. So as you can see from those side-by-side photos as well, very similar yet just a little bit different. And when it comes to the Volt Air Force One, these ones are actually way different than the other ones. There's no line in between it. You have some text right here. Typically this is the style code number and the information about the sneaker that goes on the inside of the foot, but they actually put it here on the back end of the heel. And then they have a flip tab right here with the suede, and it says logo with a swoosh compared to your typical Nike Air that you would get. But on these as well, you have your same Air on the side and your same type of stitching on the swoosh. Now going to the collar and the insole and the tongue and everything like that, you definitely have a lot more deconstructed vibes with the nylon tongue right here, leather on the bottom half, and then you have your deconstructed foam right here sticking out. And they say this is supposed to yellow over time and age, so people are assuming that this white foam is going to look yellow and actually somewhat similar to the upper color that it is right here on the shoe. So I'm excited to see what happens over time. Obviously I love when my shoes look super fresh, but if it's meant to do it, it's meant to do it. So I'm looking forward to see what it looks like. I don't know if it's gonna take a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, we shall see. Now when it comes to lacing, these have a premium set of all yellow laces and an additional set of black laces. Now going to the insoles, you have an all yellow insole, all yellow sock liner. You have a Nike with the Off-White logo here on the right foot and the same thing on the left foot. And another difference between this pair compared to all the other Off-White collaborations, these have a velvet type tab right here in all yellow around the lock area, and then the whole tab is covered in velvet. So typically we just see a plastic piece. As you can see, these ones come with a baby blue one. It's a plastic piece and then it has the information and everything like that. No velvet vibes on here. So that's another small difference that's between these two. And another thing that I'm sure you guys can all see, you come with different laces. Definitely have a different type of tongue material here on the upper. It's a lot more stiff with this material that you have on the upper on the entire shoe. Everything's just a little bit different, but obviously you can tell it's an Off-White type of collaboration. But that draws my next question: which style when it comes to materials and everything? Because we've seen this done in Volt and in black and in white, and then we've seen this done in blue, black and white and yellow. So which style of materials do you like more when it comes to the Off-White Air Force Ones? So now let's talk about Rarity, opinions, and what everybody else thinks about the shoe and all those other fancy things. This shoe in particular only came out in Boston, and it was very, very rare, super limited, hard to get. And then after that, everybody tried to get it on Sneakers app, which was basically impossible. They did a shock drop and I didn't see that many people hit, but I did, don't get me wrong, I did see people hit, but at the same time, this shoe is going to be hard to find, especially for a really good deal. These are currently going for around $1,300 or $1,400 in a size 13. They were going for more. The price has dropped down just a little bit and settled. I think it was like $1,700 or $2,000 originally or something like that. I don't think it's going to go down that much more. I think this shoe is definitely going to be highly valued. And just like all other Off-White collaborations, next thing you know, you wait and give it some time, the shoe goes up and it's damn near double or triple what it was back in the day. So I could definitely see why this could be a $2,500 shoe. Let me know what you think the value of this sneaker would be maybe a year or 2 years from now. Now when it comes to seeing if this sneaker is fire or trash, I'm definitely interested to see what the people have to say. If you haven't already, make sure you follow me on IG so you can participate in the polls and see all the results here on the channel. 90% of the people chose fire and 10% of the people chose trash. And yes, everybody's not gonna like every single sneaker. I completely understand it. If you don't like the shoe, let me know why you don't like the shoe. I would love to hear your perspective. And if you do like the shoe, let me know why you love the shoe as well. And one thing to mention, I wasn't able to hit these on Sneakers app. I didn't get them on the release date. I actually got these off of Soul Steals. So if you haven't heard of Soul Steals, make sure you go check them out. I'll have the link for them down below in the description as well. Every time I miss out, for some reason, they always got something that I'm missing or that I need. So it always comes through in the clutch every time I'm trying to get a shoe. So if you want to find ways to get sneakers for discounted prices or crazy shock drops each and every week, definitely consider checking out Outsole Steals because they came through for your boy on this one. And with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in another one. All right, y'all, I'm out. Yo, if you enjoyed this video and you want to make extra money or grow your shoe collection, I want to give you a free video with my 3 tips that were the most powerful that will help you grow your sneaker collection and make an additional $1,000 to $10,000 a month. All you need to do to get this free video is click on the first link in the description or the comment that's pinned in the comment section. That'll take you to a page where you can enter your email address and I'll make sure that I send you a video right away. And if you enjoyed this video, again, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. My name is DJ. I'm signing out. I got to go. I'm gone. Peace. Yo, if you made it to the end of this video, y'all are some real ones. I appreciate y'all for always tuning in to the end of the video. Drop a comment down below and let me know what is on your Black Friday shopping list. I'm trying to figure out what I should cop for Black Friday this year. Let me know what you're looking for this year.